is it going? All right, so we hit that target that I had set up on Friday morning. So let's try this again. Let's see the low from there, and then the high. I'm going to say a target to the upside of 689.40 for the SPY, 689.40. So it might come back down. We could go all the way back down to 685, but I'm looking for 689.40. All right, let's take that off. Let's clear this up a little bit. Next week, I am not sure that I'm going to be live. I have a business trip that I'm heading out on. 685, 69. I thought I was done, but no, I'm not. 250.77. So I'm going to see. I'm not sure what the internet's going to be like. So that's why I say I am not sure that I'm going to be live. So I will definitely tweet it out if I am. I will have my computer so that I will be able. So we have these here. Let me get logged in over on Twitter. Let's go to our fear and greed today as well while I'm getting logged in. Fear and greed, 4D. All right, we're not so fearful, are we? And let's go to our crypto fear and greed. We're hanging out at 24. All right, now that that's logged in, let's post away the halt levels for the day. Really don't think that we'll need them. But since I do it every day, might as well post it out, right? Copy and paste. Boom. There we go. All right. So we've got that done for the day. Great day, Glenn. Let's go over quick. So I said I'm a bull into the end of the year. Let's pull back to NVIDIA. I did look at this morning, and I set up, let's click on this puppy over here. I did set up a longer trend line back. Let's remove some of these just so we see simply just the right here. So we can see, looks like, oh, this is what I want to get rid of too. There we go. So that we can just see the chart pattern, right? They bought here, they never brought it back down. They came up here. This is the top where they are either selling or buying, but it's also the midline. So if we advance it a little bit and we say, hey, where are we going to go from here? If we were to do a lotto on NVIDIA, which would be a lotto on the market, I would say, you know, maybe 220, pull it out. Okay, let's go end of the year. End of the year, beginning of the year. 222, love that number. It's showing up a lot for me. Or we could do 160. So that would be the lotto zone that I would check out for this channel for NVIDIA. Now, how is that going to correspond to the Qs? Let's adjust this as well, because undo that. Let's just totally undo that. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. So if we bring it back like this, again, we're in the midline for the Qs, a little bit different position though, because the Qs came all the way back down. So actually, I want to bring it all the way to here, right? Okay, so I would say end of year, if I was looking at lottos, 665 or 597, right? Their big money level is hanging out right over here since October at 611.30. So we are well above that, right? We're also well above the PSQ. Let's just give that a little, let's rename this. Yeah, it's so weird. Look, see, because here I have this, boom, let's save it. All right, it saved it at 12.5, that's fine. As long as it saves it, I'm totally cool with that. All right, we can actually turn these off for now. What's this one? Yeah, I want my 33 and 100 and 200 exponential, 161 and 200 exponential. Okay, so right now still bullish. Let's check out our UVXY quick. What have they done here? Still way up here. We had the split 54.82 is that upper level that we have to go above. Until then, going to be bullish on the market, right? Let's go to VXX. 33.40. Right now, 30.75. UVXY. Just a reminder that unless they actually really sell, right, don't let the fear get into your head. Can you take some profit as we hit a little peak and then reposition? For sure. However, you also want to keep in mind that unless the big guys sell, like right here, they bought it, boom, took it up. But again, it's only roughly a 10-day move maximum. And then it goes directional long again. So they really only drop it to enter roughly for 10 days. That's it. It's nice to see, like, on average, hey, if you get into a long trade, on average, it might just be painful for 10 days. Wait 2 weeks. Wait 2 weeks. I'm talking about the broader market. I'm not talking about every single trade, because if some company has negative news, you could see that that could last for a while, right? But broader market for the Qs. And so if you were to say, hey, I'm going to enter on the 7th day of a downward turn, maybe that's not a bad idea. Maybe. I don't know. Could set up a bot to check that out and see. I got to talk to my buddy. Mike Nass. That'd probably be something like, hey, on the 7th day of a downward turn, buy, and see what the return is for the SPY and the Qs when you add, or you buy long, say 3 months out, like a long call. I should get him to back test that for us. 30.84 here, 30.15. 30.84 is the big one. We'll do 30.15 though, and we're at 29.91. They could be selling more because you know what? They're greedy and they want to make more. So that's going to be it for over here. Let's bring it back to the SPY. Let's bring it over here. Broadcom today. Okay, let's do our classics. Let's go NVIDIA. NVIDIA is teeter-tottering. $23.3. I woke up this morning, my daughter said, Mom, I want to do yoga with you in the morning. So we did yoga this morning. So much fun when the kiddos want to participate in things that are healthy. All right, let's bring it on back. Bring it on back. 182.07 here. All right, I see. Yeah, perfect. You guys gave me a comment on both. Oracle is popping off the bottom. We like Oracle. If you have any stock or crypto that you would like me to check out. Oops, what do you mean, oops? Oh, you know what? Let me also pin this over here. Yoga was great. I didn't live stream it because I'm very careful. I don't put my kiddos on social media. So if they're going to do it with me, I love that, but I won't be streaming it. All right, so big money went down below 293. Anyone else out there do yoga? We have a snowy winter wonderland, negative 15 degrees Celsius. What is negative 15 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? 5 degrees Fahrenheit today. Brr. Thus the hat. Tesla IonQ MicroStrategy, you got it. We're already on Tesla, you know it. 2.39 billion. Daily point of control up here since earnings, 446.30. I am loving, loving. We gotta look at Broadcom. The Qs to the upside, like it's rocking MicroStrategies, quite interesting here. We're at the upper bound. We might have to readjust this, huh? What if I do this? Yeah, so we're not actually, look, when we adjust this to this megaphone zone here, we could hit 330 on earnings, right? 90 points on Wednesday, the 17th. That is interesting. 1.12 billion. All right. Daily point of control from last earnings. We don't have it. We don't have it. Well, why not? There we go. It's up here, 236.80. MicroStrategy. Yep, MicroStrategy, we're above the bigger money over here. You can see they sold, boom, they dropped it. I like MicroStrategy to the long side. I don't like Bitcoin. I don't like the product, but I like the chart. I do. And it will probably transfer over as well into, okay, here, we're looking right here. Upper one, 179.79. All right, let's put on a little eye on Q for you. I'm gonna put it down here because I ran out of the upper space, 344. And since earnings down here, they're hanging at 47.32. Now, I must tell you, saw a pretty interesting, oh, it's so interesting, they don't even want me to show it. I tweeted it out this morning. So interesting, the suppression and how things work on, really, you don't say. All right, so the Barron's cover is basically a silver bull. Silver bull. Let's go look at it. Let's see if they're going to let me open it and it's going to be big. Nope, I don't want that. On my phone, it allows me to see it. Yeah, so that's a silver bull leaning to the right. Do you think silver's going to pop in the next 2 weeks? I do. Right? I think silver's going to pop in the next 2 weeks. So I am going to say, let's check out PSLV. I know they're down right now. Well, guess what? When they're down, many times they can take it higher because they're greedy little you-know-whats. All right, so the actual one from earnings, is this from earnings? Yes, up there. Is 1948. So we're gonna just put it there. We've got the silver bull. Let's look at SLV. So since October 1st, 43.68, but we're down. However, I think we really need to keep in mind that Studio 54, silver bulls. Next is the disco. Yeah, that'd be a really cool effect. I wonder if I could do a disco ball. You know, there's so much more that this software can do, and I don't know what it can do. I could put up like disco lights. Hold on, let's do this. We can put the disco, add new background, search, disco. How about that? Add. Boom. We got the disco going. There we go. I can do that much. I can't do the sound effects like some people. Also, Wednesday I'm on Trade the Pool again. So it'll be a little bit shorter here, longer over there. And next time you see me mistype this number, please let me know. All right. You want to see IBM is not doing... Okay, hold on. Let's come over here. Let's refresh this. CRWV, yep. Do the hustle. Do the hustle. I like September, the song September. All right, so CRWV, we came down, moving up. Am I panicked about this drawback? No, we just hit the moving averages. You can see they bought in right here. This might be a point of control for moving up. CRM, you got it, CRM. pulling back. See, I love it when you guys contribute. Then I can help you guys too see what you're seeing and give you some pointers, right? Big money from earnings. How come I don't see it there? Let's go back. Let's go back over here. Yeah, we got to put one on, eh? We got to put it on, put it on. All right, 260.76. So it looks like initially from earnings, they went down here, bought, maybe taken profit up here just above the 200 exponential. Let's turn on the other moving averages and see if we hit another one. Oh yeah, we hit the 90 simple. Many times you'll see the 90 simple will come into play on earnings. All right, so I'll turn that off, put this back, put this over here. All right, perfect. So we have what we're going to be looking at. Take CRWV. Right now we're getting greens across the board. Everything is pretty much looking good. Bigger move day with the, oh, let me pull this down here. And let me move this down here. There we go. So bigger move day with this 11 going to play out more than likely. I will tweet out what we're going to cover and then we'll go over it. Start with crypto first. All right, profile. This is a little too mellow jello for me today, especially with this. Hold on, let's go disco style. Since we got the disco background, let's do disco. Plus, the moving keeps me warm. Not that it's cold inside, but NVIDIA, Oracle, Tesla, MU, MSTR. I'm going to throw in AMD there too because it's fun to watch it, SLV. And I'm also going to throw in Microsoft. I feel like we need to do UNH as well. IonQ. Oh. PSLV, SLV, CRWV, and CRM. All right, let's add those extras over here. So that's AMD, Microsoft, and UNH. And I totally mistyped CRM as SRM. Maybe that's an interesting thing that I mistyped it. All right, let's add on our cryptos. All right. Let's bring it on over. Let's start looking at Bitcoin. If you are new to my live stream, just to let you know, I've been here in the trading world for 25 years. I look at the really big money to see where that big money is located. I will also bring up Moby Trading that my buddy developed. And here is the link as well. If you guys want to sign up for Moby Tick, you will end up getting a little credit, I believe, of $15 or 15% or something. So let me know if you have any questions, any stocks you want to check out. All right, also going to put that here. We'll check out our #1 potential trade from the list. Here it is. Let's just really quickly go over the big stuff on Friday. 684, 622 Meta, interesting. NVIDIA, IWD, Russell Value, and Russell Growth. Broadcom, hey, look at that. Broadcom, they said they were going to have a big move today. Did you know that? Did you know that? Also Microsoft, all right? So let's get into Bitcoin. What do we see for Bitcoin for today? Bitcoin for today, we are still, oh no. Did they drop their October level? Nope, not yet. It is at 110,950 and 86 cents. All right, now the level that I would be watching is this one right down here. This is since they sold there, that they bought it 91,481. So if we stay above that, good chance for a potential move to the upside. We're going to go do the daily points of control. Then we'll look at the intraday for potential swing trades. All right. So over here, our October level, they moved it down. They officially moved it to 30, 39, and 31 cents. So potential further sell-off or buy to move it higher. Interesting, right? Let's look at XRP. XRP October level is right over here, 220 and 70 cents. That has not changed. Let's go to XLM. XLM 0.324281 has not changed. Let's go to Doge. Doge level 0.19444 has not changed. Solana, they brought it down. We are at 137.47. Let's go to Zcash. Zcash is where it's at. Zcash. We have Zcash in our bucket. All right, they moved it down to 339.30. Looks like they're buying again. Let's just save that for fun in case I forget to save it later. All right, let's go to Bitcoin. Let's create a day trade setup here. I would totally love to do 9. Oh yeah, 92,200. We can do it. The Camarilla is just below. All right, 92,200. And we've got this trend line right here. So I'm going to use below that trend line, 90.60. All right, 90,600, 92,200. And intraday, they are at 91,772.05. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Set up our day trade here for Ethereum. We got to go above here. Let's go right up here, 3,200. Nice round number there. If it can get up above, we will have a nice big move. Boom, likely on, well, more likely up here to 33.80. And if we go below 3,100, no, let's do, yeah, 3,100. 3,100, no, we can do 3,120. 3,120. 3,120 for a bear trade, 3,200 for a bull trade, 3,129 and 96 cents. You see, they bought, right? That bigger money is down below. So keep that in mind. Love to tell my buddy Mike. Mike, you're on point. Michael Nass, 2.12. He is a crypto trader. Remember being out in San Diego and he was trading crypto while we were all hanging out at the 2.065, hanging out at the, what's the word? Trading event after hours. Schmoozadoos. 2.0904. XLM. .246. And a bear trade. Let's do it right here. 0.24265. So 0.24265 and 0.246. And the intraday point of control 0.24372. All right, let's go to Doge. So right now, the only one that shows buying, yeah, we likely will. They're setting it up. They're setting it up for a bigger move. No doubt about that. Yeah, we'll leave that there for Doge and potential short trade below. Okay, Doge potential short trade. You got it, Shuffle. 0.1425 and 0.14445. All right, intraday point of control 0.14386. Shuffle, did you ever email me? I don't know that you did. If you did, just put, hey, I'm the Shovel. Because I even if you did, sometimes some of the questions I'm not sure. And if you let me know who you are, then I know, oh, okay. You know who you are, but I don't necessarily, because I just know you by the names here. 138.45. Okay, so they are positioning on Solana. Zcash, we are seeing that they bought, right? We see it. I see it. Do you see it? I see it. Let's put up here 400 round number. 380 and 400. I have to say I'm very much enjoying wearing my hat. It is cold. 380, 400. And big money on the intraday is at 394.76. So right now we have positioning on Solana and we have buy signals longer term at the moment on Ethereum and Zcash. All right, let me just tweet that out over here. There we go. All right, let's bring it on over to the stocks. Let's look at NVIDIA, our big money honey. All right, so we are testing the bear level from Friday. We can see it hit the 425 over here. Let's pull this down. Let's call that a 182.50. I totally want to do 182.50, but it doesn't want it. All right, 182. Let's do 182. Or above 183.50. Nice clear trades. The short trade's a little truncated, but the long trade is looking nicer. Oop, I don't know what I did. I just hit a button. 182, 183.50. Let's check out our short volumes. All right, let's go to NVIDIA. We see positioning. Positioning on NVIDIA. Yep, you know it. You know that they are positioning for sure for a massive move in the market. 43. Oh, that was really funny. That was 43 there. Let's go to Tesla. 49. Micron. 27. I know there's Alan Rohrbach. I don't know if he's still alive. I haven't seen any of his stuff. I haven't seen any of his likes and stuff on, let's see, Alan Rohrbach. Maybe it's Facebook. Oh, no. Wait. Beyonce. No. Ooh, look at that. What is this? Huh. Interesting. Plaintiff. Methamphetamine. No, that's not the right guy. This is, let's see, Alan Rohrbach. No, that's not him. It's not the one I'm looking for. Alan Rohrbach is in Chicago. And I want to say it's H. Lead analyst. Ticker Tacker. Yeah, this is him. But I haven't seen, has he had any comments? See, nothing since 2020. He's a great guy. Learned a lot from him. Was on Ticker Tacker with him. But I don't know if he is still around. Let's see, Roar Blog. Sorry, total sidetrack. 2020. Yeah. Roar International. Nothing recently. Huh. Nothing. I don't know if he's still around, but he was a good guy. I learned from him. Macro analyst taught me to really pay attention to the macro view. All right, Oracle. And so what did he say? So the whole reason why I brought up Alan is because he said, listen, when we are up for the year, let's just go here to the macro view, right? Let's go year to date, macro view. How much are we up? We're up from roughly 580. We're up 20%. Typically they want to see a bigger move up in the end of the year, talking about hedge funds, because they are ready to go ahead and lock in some bigger money with bonuses. So third quarter, if we're up in the third quarter, we tend to have an up fourth quarter. So I've remembered that and I'm like, wow, you know, he was in the market for 50, 60 years. So it makes sense. So looking at that, I always remember that in the end of the year, as well as seeing some larger block trades that also signify, hey, they want to take this higher. 222 showing up for the second time today, or below 220 for potential Oracle levels. 220, 222, they are green on the name. All right, let's go to Tesla. So just a reminder, right? When you see that it's the third quarter is up year over the year, that you're likely going to see a green fourth quarter. Very rarely will you see it drop. And even though they can have the news and everything, fear and doom and all that gloom that they want to buy your shares, it's really, they're just buying more and they're going to take it higher. 447.50 and 449. They got to advertise somehow, right? All right, Micron. Look at how we are testing that big money level over here. All right. So actually, we got to bring it up here. 245. And bring this puppy up. 245 and 243 for day trade levels. 243, 245. There we go. Big money buying, only 27% short. Let's get a micro strategy. 62% short volume overnight. Look at how they brought all their money down. And they have, well, for now, it looks like they bought because it is below us, right? However, if that flips, then we need to be aware and go short. All right, 183 for potential long and 181.49 for potential short. 181.49, 183. Still big money is below at 179.21. All right, let's go to IonQ. I wonder where Roger is and Willie. Where's Willie? Willie Hayes. The fan of silver and gold as well. 53.60. $53.20. Yeah, 53.20. 53.20, 53.60. Big money is below on IonQ. Let's do AMD as well. Let's go through these. AMD over here. AMD big money is right there for potential day trade up above 220, 219.60, and then above 220.01. Let's just put it 220.01. Look at that nice big move up to 222. You get 1% right on the name really quickly. All right, I got to print something out today. Sign it, scan it in, and send it back. 218.50. Not putting that there. Okay, so 2850 and 220.01. Okay, let's go to Microsoft. Let's see if Microsoft is curling up Oh yeah, but they have not brought all of their big money down yet since earnings. It's still up at 509.03. However, it does look like we're hitting this fib level. We have set higher lows. Confirmation would be closing up above 492.50. Then we'd see, hey, this is officially going to move to the upside. Why is it on a daily? Very weird. See? Look at that big money level. It has flipped. 486.62. So a close above 488. And I'm going to say bull on Microsoft, and seeing that this market is going to scream higher with the big guys moving up. We had, oh, we should also check out Costco, huh? 436.60 and 430.83. 483.60. Let's look at Costco really quickly. They had the massive drop into earnings. Oh no, pity party. They just wanted to buy more, likely, right? All right, let's look at UNH. Then we're going to see UNH move higher. They had negative news about the stabbing of the former CEO. $329.60 and $329. There you go. All right, let's go to PSLV. PSLV, we see big money is up here at 1948. The cover of Barron's says, hey, let's get at it for the silver trade. PSLV, let's check out and see. No, I want to look at the prints. Here we go. PSLV. All right, we see that we have 400,000. Let's expand this just a second. Let's check out PSLV. All right, we've seen some trades happening in the past, let's see, the past week here. All right, so we've seen a bunch. We've got to go above 1968. Let's do the price. 1968 or below 1890, but they have been positioning. Let's also check out SLV for the week. SLV above 53.13. It's not really, yeah, above 53.13. This is all for the week. Look at that. Bigger moves here. Let's see. Above 50, above 53 or below 51.62. Right? Those are the trade setups. If we go below 51.62, boom, likely bringing it back down to 48.48. What's the other ones that we want to check out? Let's also look at CDE. The silver trades here. 15. We got to make this a little bit smaller, I think. Let's go 200,000. All right, so right now, let's go 100,000. 16.15, if it doesn't go above there, it's going to be bearish on CDE. PAAS, we got to go above 45 to enter to the upside. So checking out the silvers, AG. Let's look at AG. AG, we need to get back above 16.12. Otherwise, if we go below our low of 14.96, it's going down. So those are the positioning levels in relation to this cover, right? This is a silver bull. So checking out all of those, exactly. This is a gift to get in potentially, but also know your exits. If it were to go below those levels, know your exits, right? All right, so PSV over here. Let's look at above 1960 for the day. Let's put above 1960 for potential trade or below 1936 down to 23. Big money is in the middle at 1948. All right, let's look at SLV. So the silver trade is on AI as well. Where's my economist cover? Who should run the Fed? Are they going to fire Fed Powell? Americans' exodus of Chinese talent. They're kicking them out. AI is rewiring childhood for sure. My kids are learning with AI tech. It's crazy. We are working on a kids show together, and it's so much fun. I'm having so much fun creating it. So I'll ask you guys to also give me a follow on that YouTube channel once it is ready, because I just can't wait for it. Okay, 53.30 here. We're going to see bigger moves to the upside on SLV or below 52.60 for a short for the day trade. CRWB. And we got to check out RR. What's my time? 9:07. All right, sorry guys, I've been chatting away. 89 here. No, we can go lower. 83. We can pull this back. Big money is right here. So we saw it turn over. Let's do 85.20 as it's the top of the H that they sold. I'm going to say this is 52.60. All right, CRW 83 and 85.20 there, top of the curl. And let's look at CRM. CRM, they have positioned up here. They sold, bought, sold, maybe, or maybe they're buying more. CRM, long trade up above 261. Short trade, we're gonna go, oh, where's my, grabbing the wrong spot there. 259.40. All right, let's go this Dow. They have not moved their levels. That means it's bullish still to me. We have broken out from the head and shoulders, so therefore it's a failed head and shoulders. Right now it is a bullish move to me. I would say up above 480.80 or below 480.20. We have Boeing as well that I've been watching of the Dow. Yeah, look at that. Cup, handle, breakout move. Boeing potential move to the upside there with a swing. You could check out the prints too. The Russell, new highs. Oh yeah, look at this crazy move. They suckered people. They sucker punched people so badly there. All right, I'd like to put 60, but we're just there, 1 cent. Let's put it 250, 280 or below. We got to go below this red line. 251.80. Yeah, 251.80 and 252.80. And big money is still below. Let's go to the Qs. Undo that. Get my red line. There we go. That's what I want. All right, Qs. We're getting signals that it's going higher. 628. Maybe they're just going to take it to 628.19. $626.80. All right, let's go to SPY. Feels like the SPY really wants to skyrocket higher, 700 by the end of the year. 687.20. Big money is at 686.47. Let's put it 686 there. All right, that's going to be it for today. I hope you all had an amazing trading day. I will see you all here roughly 8:15 tomorrow. Wednesday here as well. And then I'm on Trade the Pool Friday. I will not be live. I have a business event, business meeting that I got to take care of. So have an amazing trading week so far. Respect your money. Pay yourself along the way with some partial profit. It'll allow you to stay in the trades a little bit longer.